them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get
responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him tweeting us, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a man in the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you get you a confession, you a mess. You was scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. Not just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not?
The EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals.
To kick off for San Francisco.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Wishing he had a
Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux.
The EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional.
king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFC. Carry for Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A lane there to run as Mostert able to get about 7 there on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
4-yard line.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, 56 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Cardinals nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On play action, it's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Kyler Murray sacked.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. He's got a first down past the 30. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Shotgun now for Murray.
They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
21.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That thing blown up by the defensive effort of Chandler Jones.
34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage. Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now it's Peterson. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. It's Geis on the counter. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Austin. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. He's back to throw here to start the drive. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He's going up top for Taylor. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
First and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 59 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Lining up 40 extra points.
I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And he returns this to the 22.
And on the return, the Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Pickup. First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180. 11. Kill. Shoot. Hey, gun.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 34 yards there and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Garoppolo on first down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. To throw again on 2nd down, Garoppolo. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Deebo Samuel.
26 yards. yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Cardinals 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the 14 yards actually takes him. Murray throwing.
Got rich again, just a little hiccup. I did be ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I do. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
T-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Murray now on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 57 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll throw right away. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, 54 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Oh, they just set the tone right there. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. I can't say that's something you see often, but it worked out for them. Tie game. They try to get the ball back, and they do.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad used to give me a lot of tales about this guy called Old Mo. I never knew who Old Mo was. Now I do. It's Old Momentum, and they want to keep riding it.
Old Mo. Is that a true story? Or?
True story.
There he goes left side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel. 49 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Niners 14, Cardinals 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Murray off. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 64 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to have another first. Down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42.
A gain of 14. First down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Peters brought him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. 13. To throw, it's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Garoppolo looks to throw. A trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. 11. 11. 65.
They hand it off to Mostert. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, he's going to look end zone here for Pettis. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
1-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now Austin. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you'd think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Flushed out right. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now from Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing again on second down. Murray, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49ers 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Slack 80.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For George Kittle, incomplete. Buda Baker there on the cover.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Oh shit! I have my mic muted.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. Down to the 25.
What up?
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Yeah.
They stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brings up 3rd down.
Uh-huh.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I better say what you call it. The whole boy missed the schedule, the time.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out.
Well, if they had a scheduled time and homie missed it, he should get the oh boy should get the force win.
That'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
And that's
wow.
the 35. And he's in for
It's
a touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket.
There's no way he can get an accurate throw like that.
Takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
In terms of the NFC title game, hanging in the balance, second half action back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
What up?
I never tried to say that.
whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
What up, man? I forgot my mic was muted.
Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
I gotta look at a minute anyway after my game.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. They intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick.
That's so fucking bullshit.
Possession of the 3rd quarter and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This one caught by Isabella. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
What up?
At the 18-yard line.
I would turn it on.
Play action. Now it's Murray.
I would turn it on. Well, we're only in week 3, right? I would turn it on week 6.
Keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the gun, Murray.
Wow, I'm in cover 2.
For the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On the return is Peterson. That's going to go in the books.
God damn, look, you stink.
5-yard punt. Well done. And the
I'm playing the game. I can't pet you.
With a new set of downs.
Go lay down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown!
Wow, that's fucking cool shit, bro.
Andy Isabella, 73 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers...
Yo, anybody watching this cast from the Facebook, you looking for a team to join? Got 2 teams open.
75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense
what teams are available?
Somebody was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards.
505 yards. All he's doing is throwing deep to Andy Isabella.
150 yards now in the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. To throw again, Murray. Eluding the pressure, deep for high gain.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Wow, I can't challenge.
Murray to air it out again. And they are able to stop
Are you
it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're something.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
But damn. Instant rollout.
Near the back of the end zone.
And throw it deep to
Isabella.
Isabella.
To the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
49ers.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his work continues. 2 yards to go, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He'll swing this out to Mostert. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Another yard, and it's 3rd down.
LOL. Madden gave you this thing.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A throw out wide here caught by Pettis. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Madden giving this guy
another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the already, and another 1st and 10. Their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14.
Shut
and
up.
Going for a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big jump play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now a run with Geis. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Man, I whoop you.
Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp.
Whooped.
They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box
Here,
coming after them, trying to
oh.
keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll hand it down to Geis. Knocks him over. And he's got this down almost.
Same fucking play, same shit.
18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And able to fight forward inside the 15 and the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Oh boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches.
62
Pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Underway. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off.
Hold on, bro. I'm handling something.
Most of the time, it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Murray on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
Two. 53. Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go. 53.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
On the keeper. A loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
You. Mike 56.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.
A loss of a yard.
So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Tonight's final score, Cardinals.
Head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rock it. Shots on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top. top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macho with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars,